Yo, what up? I'm just gonna go through the Connect 4 tourney that I won recently, um, hosted by Lucid. That I just kind of swept through, literally 11-0, 13-0 if you count the games versus Lucid at the end there. So go through my thought process and just see kind of my strategies and how I popped off so hard. And yeah, let's get right into it. First off, it was my match versus
Okay. Good luck.
Jay. Okay, so right here to start, always when I start, I always go to the middle. Connect 4 is a mathematically solved game, so if you go through the middle and you go first and you go through the middle, if you play the right plays, you'll always win. And this is not a new concept. It's been like this forever. If you just look up on YouTube how to win at Connect 4, there's a million different videos. It's really not hard. But I go second this game, so I'm already in a disadvantageous state. But as you can see, I played this black. Actually, let me just make sure can you see my mouse? You can. Okay, so I played this black piece right here. Because then you would think the top one would be to go on the tower. No. You would not want to go on the tower, because if you go on the tower, it just it leads to him being able to set other stuff up, down at the bottom here, and you don't want that. So I go down here, because you want to stagger, and if I do this, this can set me up for a 7 later on down here, especially because Jay's probably going to go. I thought he was going to go on one of the sides. He did not. He went here. So going through the middle there,
Alright, there we go.
um,
We're good.
pretty obvious solution. Just make sure he doesn't get the 3 in a row there, and I would have been screwed either way, so I had to go there. But now he's got the 3 diagonal here, which is fine. So I just can't go there. But right here, I'm starting to build further off on the right side and start setting up, because right now you can already see I have these two building up to go up here. I have this vertical, I have this horizontal, and I have this diagonal here. Already looking really solid for me. But right here, I'm technically still in position where I'm able to draw, or because yeah, Jay hasn't made any huge mistakes yet, so I'm still really not in a position where I can win. I don't think, not that I can see. I may be wrong though,
I've played against Rox myself.
but
Lindsay has as well.
yeah, as you can see, I'm starting just continuing building the setup in the bottom right.
Crazy. He has these nice.
But right here, obviously, I have to block him so he doesn't get the 3 vertical. Um,
He's very
but
good
that's
at
stand for the BM Connect 5.
optimal.
So, thanks, Jay.
But
I don't know why he went there. That was a horrible move. Um, at this point, I knew I won, because that doesn't give him literally anything. His best move would have easily been either column 2 or 7, because if it goes column 7, it blocks the horizontal and doesn't do that. If it goes column 2, it sets him up to get a 7 over here. Right, yeah, here, the green, 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 green. I'll describe what a 7 is if I can see any setups later on, because it's hard to describe it when it's not like an actual 7. Because I know Lucid explained it a little bit in the tournament, but for those who weren't there, it's like 3 horizontal and 3 diagonal. Okay, so for example, I'll get into an example later if I see one. Right now, this board is not looking good to explain what 7s are. But right here, I go for the square, obviously back here, and this is where I know where I can win. Um,
wait, is this game over?
and yeah, this game has been over,
I think this game's over. I think Rox just won.
because Jay goes here,
He is. Oh wait. Okay. Well, Jay just.
boom,
Okay.
there. Jay's forced to go right there,
Yeah, this game's over.
and then boom, I win. Connect 5.
I told you, Rox does not fuck around. Look at him, he's clapping.
All right, next game.
Dude, Rox is
I go first.
here to fuck around.
And
He is
if I go first, I
exactly
don't...
what he's doing.
I'm pretty sure I win if I go first. Because I don't think the opponents know too many strats, at least in this tournament. Very low ELO tourney. But yeah, just build up the center, get stage control. And then I play down here in column 5. And that's because set up diagonals for later on. And yeah, there's 2 strategies I go for. I usually go for the... I forget. I don't really have a name for them, but in the early game, I usually go for either the second most outer or the inner, and that's just depends on whichever player I am, like 1 or 2. If I'm player 2, then once we get to this position, then I will usually let you go to the outside. Jay's green, he did not do that, and so. Because it's really easy for me to make a bunch of setups if you go right next to me. Because it allows me to stagger so easily and get a bunch of diagonal setups. But, yeah, Jay's just going to keep building up. Not very smart. It's still very easy for him to, he's still in a position where he can win this. It's not completely over. But that move was not good. He definitely should have gone... up here in column 5, because that would have set him up for 7 later on in the game. But going down there, that I guess blocks this for him, but doesn't really give him anything else. Maybe sets him up for this diagonal here, but I win before that because I go right up top there, and then yeah, horrible move by Jay there, really bad move. What does that give him? I just straight up just don't know what that gives him. I guess a diagonal here. There's no way he's gonna get to that point beforehand. Right here, if I go, that move doesn't seem like it's the greatest idea, but it's because I can set up to get this diagonal up here, and then it also builds. If he manages to block that, I get this diagonal right here. Then if he just ignores that, I have this over here, which. Knowing Jay, he probably will. I forget what happens in this game, but I think he just trips, ignores it, and then I win this game. I know I win this game. That wasn't a bad move by Jay, probably his best move. But as you can see, I have this little clamp formation, or this like question mark thing. I just need this top one right here, my mouse's. I win. That's an automatic win for me. But obviously, it still has a long way to build up there. But that still shouldn't be a problem because I'm in such a good position in multiple ways right now in multiple different areas. And Jay has absolutely nothing except for maybe this diagonal and maybe right over here too. But he has nothing else.
He's not gonna just let you trap him for free, that's for sure. And
Let's see what Jay does here. Far right side. That's not a bad move. It's, but he's really not in a position to do anything. I go up top because I can see he wants to try to block stuff, so I'm going for the double diagonal. And he sees that and goes for the block there. Again, not a bad move, but he's already kind of at a lost cause. It's just a point of prolonging the inevitable at this point and trying to catch me off guard, which didn't happen. But yeah, right now, just filling in pieces. Right here, having another square build. I like having squares, because squares gives me a bunch of options to go either direction. I forget how I win this game. But, like, because that move, like, doesn't seem very good. Because, like, why would I put that there? Like, I obviously can't get the vertical here. Horizontal, not enough moves. This diagonal, probably not going to be enough moves. I'm just kind of filling in space, so Jay can't really stall. Because I literally just need Jay to go in this space right here, and I win. That's literally it. I just need him to go in this space, and I win. So I'm just kind of stalling him out. Or this base and I win. I forgot about this base too. This base and I win as well. So I'm just kind of stalling him out.
If you play it correctly first, whoever goes first should win every time.
Yeah, so Jay obviously saying that. Just also trying to probably stall that. And then even that diagonal, this sets me up for diagonal here as well. So even if he does manage to get through this somehow, I still have that as a backup.
But speaking of perfection, Rox has another square set up. So we'll see
Yeah, I guess Jay's just stalling here.
Jay, looking a little
This is definitely a lot better of a game played by Jay than the last one. But as you can see, he is kind of just, you know, screwed. Yeah. Just finishing that. And then he puts the... Literally, he didn't have a move there. He literally couldn't do anything. Otherwise, I get the diagonal, and then I get this this diagonal as well. So he just kind of got screwed there. Yeah. Okay, that was Jay. Next round versus Kyle. It's like late. Where is it? Link. I think it's after Link versus Majesty. If I can find it. Yeah, this is gonna be completely unedited. I don't really feel like editing it because I'm tired and lazy. Anyway, I went first here. I'm black. Yeah. We're just typical setup here. Kyle going here instantly, like second round. I want to say Kyle threw up this first game. Kyle was so awful this first game. I remember this one happening. So whatever I say here in game one, all comes down to Kyle just being shit. I'm gonna have to shut my door in a second. But yeah, he should have gone. He should have started building up the column here. Because you want middle control, you want stage control. Instantly went to the right here. Yeah, It's as you can already say, I already have stuff like being set up right now. Because as you can see, like, yeah, at that point that Kyle just put that move right here, that was a really bad move. That was like the worst possible. I guess it wasn't the worst possible move he could have gone. But he should have gone column 3. That would have easily helped him out there. Because as you can see, I have this set up right here, and if he doesn't block it, then he loses, right? Let's just see what happens here. Kyle, why would you do that? And look how clueless he looks. I don't want to hate on Kyle, because I love Kyle.
He's mod checking.
But like...
Does he already know he's won? Like, I'm confused. Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah, he did win. He did win.
He is so clueless. And then I call him. Incoming call from Rox _ clueless to aware. Okay. Second game, Kyle plays this a lot better. He goes first. And then I instantly start building up the center, which is smart. You do want to do that. And then going out to the outside here, a little early, I would have gone column 5, but that's not a bad move. It's still, I would say, winnable, but not the best move. Yeah, right here, just building stuff up, not anything special.
No one has lasted longer than like a minute in the ring with this guy. Rox is just...
Yeah, Kyle has this like bottom weird setup here though, so I need to go block that. But it also sets me up really well offensively because it gets me this diagonal. Kyle instantly blocks it, sees it, which, yeah, smart play.
We'll get that playlist after the stream.
Yeah. was gonna say, if I didn't go there, I would have been very confused. Because going there, going here, this move, ignore that Kyle did that. Actually, I can just... Doing this move allows me this diagonal here, this horizontal here, and it kind of traps him, because if he doesn't... Because I know he's probably gonna go there. But that's kind of a trap, because it sets me up to get these 3 in a row, and then he's gonna go there, and then after that, it's already all set up to have a bunch of diagonals here and there. I'm not gonna be able to win off this, but it's kind of a trap for him to force him to play moves, so I can play offensive moves. Because if he's forced to block, that puts me in a position where I can put more stuff on the board in places I want to put them, rather than places I'm forced to put them, and that's important. So Kyle's gonna go there. I'm probably gonna go column 6 here. I feel like, yeah. So going column 6 there, more verticality here. It's gonna end up into another trap. Where does Kyle go there? Yeah. Not a bad move. That's... Kyle right now is already kind of in a screwed. He can't really, like, do much. But right here, yeah. This is important. If I go anywhere else other than this, then I'm screwed. Like, this is easily the only move I can do. If I go anywhere else, then that gives Kyle a free leeway. And that's the thing with Connect 4. If you like don't make any major mistakes, you're gonna win. Especially if your opponent is making a ton of major mistakes. Like Kyle, I wouldn't say this round made any major mistakes, but there's definitely like some noticeable mistakes and different places he could have gone. Here, if I'd gone anywhere else, that would have been a major mistake, because this forces him. He's not able to play that, and this sets me up for late game because I went second this game. The way the math works out is that if all the other columns are filled, like let's say column 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all filled, this is the only thing left. That means Kyle is going to be forced to play the first row of column 7, just because of how the math works. And that's which leads me there. So I'm already playing for a long game here. And as you can see, I already have something set up this diagonal here as well. So I have this diagonal here, and that's about it right now. I can potentially get a vertical here, but that's probably not going to happen. Usually people, when you're playing Connect 4, you want to win off diagonals. You want to set up diagonals, because people are going to see the horizontals and verticals. They're just easier to see. Diagonals are not quite as easy, and you can do a lot with them.
Alright, so looking at the board right now, Rock's just set a diagonal.
Yeah. Kyle's kind of screwed. It's just,
Not too much, so we're just definitely putting in a...
He can still win, but he doesn't really have anything set up for late game. Like, the one thing he does potentially have is if he can get me to go this diagonal right here, he can set me off to block him. But he doesn't really have anything else. Because this diagonal leads to nowhere. This is literally the only thing he has even plausible to get. So he's already in a not great position.
He could play something like
Potentially, that's the same thing. That's going to do the same thing, but right now I'm just kind of stalling him out because that's the fourth thing. I don't know what to call it. The fourth row. I know what to call it. It's a row. The fourth space in column. The fourth row in column 3. I'm going to be the one who takes it if everything else besides 3 and 7 are filled up. So I'm not worried about that at all. As long as I just don't go in column 3. So, Kyle. I think he's realizing right now. He's like, oh god, what do I do? Yeah, but he's literally any move except for column 7 is, far right. I go there. Right now, this is kind of a bait. I probably wasn't the best move, honestly, if I wanted to play consistently. Because right now, at this point, if everything else gets filled up, then Kyle's in position to win for the long game. So I don't really know why I did that.
Curious why he played 3. He played that instantly.
But
Why did Source play 3?
yeah, but Kyle playing 3 just that's not about it. Kyle playing 3 definitely his best move there. Because it sets that up for him potentially. Because right now I really don't have much either, honestly. Kyle played this really well defensively. But because I have this 3 here, he's super screwed for late game. And then, but I'm also going to be able to get this diagonal set up over here as well. Because, as I said earlier, if they're going to be filled up, if Kyle ends up going here, then I get over here. And that's kind of what I'm banking on Kyle to mess up. Which, the way this game has been, he probably will. Yeah. But Kyle just kind of... Oh, I forgot. He goes there. Again, then I call him. Yeah.
He played first,
so I win right here. And I think he knows. I love Kyle. And I'm BM him. I feel bad. Maybe a little bit. Next round, I play Mr. Link. Okay. I'm first again. So, again, start from the middle. You always want to start from the middle. If you're first or second, go middle. But if you're second, you don't want to go the top, like row 6. Because it just blocks you out. So, yeah. Right here, I'm already in a decent setup because I have this right here and these 2 as well. Because if I get this one and this one, I win. If I get these 2, I win. Or even if I just get this one, I win. Because I have the 3 here, but I also have a setup here. So I'm already in a really good starting position. But we're just continuing on. Going right here. This is about to give me a 7. If Link doesn't go right here, that gives me a 7 and I win. Because the 7 is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it makes a 7. It's hard to see it when it's not an actual 7. I said this earlier. But I don't really... Is there a way I can draw on OBS? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. I wish it was a thing. But I still haven't got a full 7 yet, which is actually really interesting. Actually, no, that's not that interesting. It's pretty... People... I've gotten 7s, just not, like, correctly facing 7s. I've gotten, like, Waluigi 7s, you know? Anyway, I got my little symmetry box here, though. This is already a decent setup because I have the vertical here, horizontal, diagonal. Yeah, Link has to go here, otherwise it's screwed. And yeah. Right here, Link just... He's kind of already not in the greatest position. This column 3 move wasn't the greatest, but there wasn't too much he could have done. I guess potentially column 7 wouldn't have been that bad. I guess. Unless I'm missing something. But this does set him up with a 3 here and this diagonal here. So that wasn't a bad move. But it does allow me to go here and 1, and which sets me up to start building upwards into these diagonals and this vertical and this horizontal over here into the reverse 7. Actually, this is fairly fine. You can see backward 7s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a 7. 3, 3. Horizontal, diagonal, 7. Don't know why that was so hard for me to explain earlier. Because it allows me to force him to go here if he blocks that, or vice versa. That top was not a good move. It wasn't necessarily a bad move, but like he really didn't have anywhere to go. I don't think there was a good move on the board, but I feel like that one didn't help him offensively at all. I feel like I would have gone for a move that would have helped him offensively, like column 2 probably. No, not column 2. He should not have gone column 2. It's smart he didn't go column 2. I would have had the 7 then. But maybe column 7. Wasn't too much he could have done. Yeah. I go there. Obviously building more towards the 7.
Link just has to make sure that Rox doesn't get a 7 on the column 2 play. But there's still a lot of
Link taking his time.
that could happen. Link's
Yeah.
touching that area.
Not a bad move from Link. Link's kind of screwed already. Just a couple more moves and I win. Just kind of delaying the inevitable. Right here, I just go for the block. I don't want him. I kind of have already realized I have the 7 set up no matter what. But I just go for the block on the only option he really has, which is right there.
What are you saying? No one was talking about you. Oh, yeah.
And then I guess Link's trying to build up for this diagonal, like
Yeah,
right
there's
here.
one vision, but then instead of like just picking other moves,
But that was actually his downfall.
you spent-
Because, yeah,
Oh.
didn't see that. To be fair, that was not an easy one to save. I didn't even see that when I was playing the game myself. I didn't even see it right now. I completely forgot about that. Until you played the move. But yeah, because you forget about the pieces put in the middle. You just see the new pieces and see stuff in the future. But when you see stuff in the future, you forget about the things in the present. And that's just how the brain works. Especially when you're looking at something like Connect Four, like, okay, what is the future play? What do I need to do to win? And this happens with like stuff like chess too. It's not just Connect Four, obviously. But yeah, it's just completely just overseeing it. It happens to the best of us.
Blair, what are you saying? No
But
one's talking about you.
yeah, if
Oh, you just coming back?
he just had to go to column 3 and he would have been in a much better position.
Like just picking other moves that were okay.
Yeah.
You spent.
So 1-0, I'm up.
Oh.
That wasn't a bad play. That was not a bad game from Link at all. That was just one unfortunate move that messed him up. And I did kind of accidentally do that one. That was not an intentional setup because I didn't see that. I was just going for the block there, and I didn't even realize that until I played. I'm like, oh wait, I can win here. Especially after he did that. But right now, Link starts going middle, obviously. Just doing the straight up build. Boom. Does it go top? No, it does not.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
stuff like that happens. You gotta brush it off. That's
Right now, just starting with the setups.
There's a lot of opportunities. Rox is cheating.
I'm technically like not in a position to win this game
Play that horizontal.
until there. I think that move right there from Link kind of screwed him. He already has a bunch of diagonal set up. Going for the horizontal wouldn't really have helped him too much. He could have gotten a 7 here, but that 7 wouldn't have been entirely the most useful thing in the world because it's on the bottom floor. So he wouldn't have been able to like go like this. If there's a spot right here, that would have been really good, but there's not. So it kind of. But going there put me in a winning position. So obviously blocking that, don't want him to get 3. But that kind of unfortunately ruins my stagger, which isn't horrible, but it's just what happens. Link probably gonna go right side here. I think any of the right 3 are due. That one's not a horrible move, but works for the stacking. right here. I'm just moving up because I'm gonna end up with this diagonal here. So I'm kind of making him avoid this move right here, because I can see he has these two right here. He's gonna want to go for the diagonal. But if I force him, if he's not allowed to go there, then that just kind of declines that option. So not being able to go there is like pretty huge. Right here, setting up another diagonal with the right side, and trying to get a 7 formed with these 3 here, because I can go boom and boom, and that would be nice. But it also helps me build up into this diagonal as well, which could also be incredibly useful. I think this is the best of, this is the best of 5. It says right there, it's a best of 5. So this is 3 games. I can't remember how these games. I know the last game I played really well. I forget how the second game goes. Yeah, but right there, he has to block it. Obviously, not going to go anywhere else. And then right here, I am already in great position for the 7. If he doesn't go, he more or less instantly loses if he doesn't go in column 5. Yeah. If he goes anywhere else, he loses.
Rox is very smart. He knows exactly. Oh yeah, that's a trap.
And yep, I just won.
Yeah.
Because he goes there, and then I get the 7.
Oh, that works.
I didn't put the 7 in the. I just went for there because I knew I had the win in the bag. I just went there because it just forced him to pick one. Pick your poison. And I had the backwards cam. I forgot the camera's backwards on the stream, so yay me. Last game, insane. I played this so well. I'm actually, oh, there we go. We fixed it now. This last game, I kind of go off. Like, Link didn't play bad. I don't know what I was on some shit. Okay. Like, I go first. Obviously, I'm in a good position. But I like schmoove. Like, it's great. And it takes me a while to even see the schmovement until later on. So it was kind of an accidental schmovement, but it was schmovement. And you know what? Schmovement is schmovement, no matter how small. So, yeah, we'd love to see it. But right here, perfectly fine start for both of us. We have a bunch of diagonal set up. I got the zigzag. He's got a zigzag. Like, his best choice is not there, but that's not a bad choice. Like, he could have gone. Like, column 5 would have been his best choice, because that lets me set up at 7 in the future. Because, yeah, I already have this, like, this formation right here. And, yeah, right here. So, alright, basically what I'm trying to go for here is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a little high up, but whatever. Play for the long game. I have diagonal set up here, though, as well. I also have diagonal, like, lower here, and I also have diagonal up here. So I'm already in a really good position. And, like, Link really doesn't have anything. He's kind of about to get a 7 down here. But it's very easily blockable. I just have to put, like, literally any move, like, on the right side, and that blocks it. But yeah, that's like, he has the diagonal here, and it's not even a 7 because he doesn't have the 4 here. He can't get the 4 there. So I'm in incredible position right now, But yeah, I block it so we can't get the diagonal.
I wonder if
Link
column 6
just needs to like.
also get his diagonal, or if he just. No, I don't think he's.
No.
I don't think he does.
What does he do here?
That'd be terrible for him, I think. Wait, no. Oh,
Column
yeah.
6.
Oh, yeah,
Okay. That was a really bad move. This is when, like, this is when I should have realized I won. At this point, because right now that just sets me up for so much diagonally. It sets me up to go. You would think I go right here, right? No, because that completely blocks me off. The best place to go is far right, because far right forces Link to go here. Okay. You'll see what happens. I go far right.
That's pretty solid.
Right, it forces Link
Interesting. Okay.
to go
Mr. Link obviously
block it.
As a result, Rocks will block that diagonal.
It's not to block this diagonal. And that takes away all offensive options. Alright? Like I noticed that I was going for the block. I wasn't even going for a win here, I was going for a block. Like wait, all of his offensive options. The only thing he could possibly do right now is where my mouse is, coincidentally. With a 3 there. But everything else, he's completely screwed over, really. And this is sets me up for the 7 I was trying to get earlier now. But he is, yeah, kind of screwed. I didn't realize. I didn't realize this. Yeah, I put the GGs because I saw that there was no offensive options, and I thought I had it because look, I have so many setups, like literally unbreakable wall. And then he goes there. He can't do it. I don't set up a 7 there. I just set that up there, and then yeah, I see that. I was like, oh wait, I win. Because if he blocks that, let's say he goes here instead of there. If he goes there, then I can go right above, like right there. And that just, again, it doesn't necessarily. Actually, do I go there? Trying to think. If he goes there, no, I go here. I go 7. 7, because that forces him to block him there. And then it's hard to see it without it actually happening. But that forces him to block him there. Oh, and then I get this. Okay, I see. And then I get this diagonal here. So yeah, that's where I win. I played that insane. Completely accidentally. Yeah. Anyway. Next up, finals. Versus Pissneck. Yeah. Am I starting this one? I'm not. I'm second. So we're starting off. Typical vertical. I think Nick's the only person who went to like turn order with me, which is, you know, it's really solid. Right now, typical early game, just kind of set up for late game. I have this. I like the symmetry because it looks nice, but also having diagonal, like the diagonal symmetry, allows me to set up 7s in the future, in multiple different directions. Like there's like an actual setup I can go from here, where I can win by placing a thing in every, like one. How do I phrase this? Every single column, I can put a put my thing, and I win from this formation. And I'm actually kind of going for that because I kind of want to. It'd be really cool to see that. Also, this was the greatest bit I've ever come up with. That was so funny.
Bro, how does he set all this shit up so fast, bro?
I mean, he had time.
True, it was Pisnic's turn.
And it was a good bit because look how long Nick's taking. Yeah, going for the symmetry. That was kind of his downfall. I mean, it wasn't really his downfall. Like he can still win, but like that's not his best move. Also, doing all these camera switches were so exhausting. You have no idea. I just like I kept. It was bad. It was really tiring.
But yeah, we will see how the
Yeah.
progresses.
Also, if Nick doesn't go column 3 or 4 or 3 or 5, he's just gone.
It's very hard to be offensive against Rox because Rox knows exactly because he's so good at his offense.
What does Nick do?
Exactly how to counter.
Okay, good. That was smart.
So you really can't do too much against him.
Right here, it's just pretty. Yeah. Right here, I already have setups. He's gonna have to block this here. All right. But that forces him to not be able to go where he wants to go, and he's gonna want to go right. He wants to go 3. 3 would be like super good setup for him in the future because he would be able to get this diagonal, this vertical, and potentially this diagonal as well, and build up to this horizontal and this diagonal. That would have been a good spot for him. But forcing him to go down here, completely takes away all of that. And I'm gonna shut my door. Fine, I'll take lunch. Go shower, I'll take lunch. Alright, I gotta finish this quickly. Take my lunch. Anyway, did I end the recording? And did I turn my mic off? Am I good? Hello? Maybe I should edit this. Anyway, forcing him to go down here. Or putting this move here, forces him to block. Can't go where he wants to go. And yeah, and that allows me to set up for the block of where he wants to go. And I don't think he realized that's where he wanted to go. That's where he wanted to go. So I'm able to block that off, which is a defensive option, but it also sets up offensively. I can able to potentially get a 7 here and also work for this horizontal here as well. So that works out for me perfectly. Nick goes there. I go there. Right here, I was going for the 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But Nick sees it and blocks it, so smart on him. This is still really a close game. It can go either way, but I have more stuff set up for the long game than he does, which is really what Connect Four's about. You gotta set up for the long game. But yeah. Right here, Nick just has to not go column 3. And he doesn't, which is good. But still, like sets me up for really good, 2 really good options here, and I chose that one. I can. It's not a 7, but I obviously right here, I can go for that one. But I also could have gone here, which forces him to block. And that would have been a good move as well. Not sure where Nick is going to go here. But he's still playing this well. It's still... He can still has a chance to win this. If I make a blunder.
Hisnick's avoiding traps. He's blocking traps. And while he doesn't really have much to really set up, he does have opportunities. Like if he plays column 3.
That's not a bad move. Actually, it's an interesting move. Like, you heard Lucid's reaction. I think that's somebody won. Yeah, looks like it. I think you heard Lucid's reaction. It was like, it's column 3. That wasn't a bad move. Really, he couldn't really do anything. His only thing he just couldn't do was the 3 and 6. Because obviously, he goes 3, I win. If he goes 6, I win. Everything else was a perfectly fine move. And that actually isn't a bad move because it sets him up for this diagonal later on in the game. And this is also, I'm just looking at this from like a post, this already happened standpoint, not mid-game. Because when you're mid-game, it's harder to see this stuff. When you're commentating, it's way easier. But yeah. But going there allows me to set up kind of a bait. Like, why are you going over here? So we can like work more towards goals over here. Didn't really set up too much because obviously there's not much going on for me over here. I can't really get 4 from anything. Yeah. Not entirely sure where Nick's gonna go.
He's dedicating this bid so hard. Okay.
Not a bad move because I'm obviously gonna block him. And then he's obviously gonna have to block me there. And then, yeah, I'll go there because it sets up that 7. Boom. This is where the big play comes in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I get the 7. This sets me up perfectly for the long game. This is where I win.
The problem is now Rox has a horizontal, and Rox went second, I believe. So Rox is going to be able to access that row 4 before Hisnick will be able to access the row 5.
Nick goes here.
Oh wait, I do see the 7.
I don't know. He's kind of screwed. Doesn't really have anything to do. And then I'm just going to build towards the 7. I just go bottom left and just move on up. And Nick is going to try to avoid it. At least he should be trying to avoid it. But it's kind of inevitable at this point. He can't really win.
I mean, he could spam top.
Like, I don't think there's literally any reality he can win this. I guess I hope I blunder and just not see 2, 3, 4 like Lucid said, or maybe build up this diagonal. But I don't even think that turn order wise would have given him the win.
But he also was very good at just getting inside the opponent's head.
But yeah, that was not a good play from Nick. This kind of helped me out. The smoke is good. But yeah, first game, that's a win for me. Head into game 2. Already starting off here. I'm starting this game. Nick goes off with the tower, and that's already given me a decent position to win. I'll go here, see if he lets me do the 4 wide. Okay. This is a strategy that's, if you're not a top... Oh, let me get back to where it is. This is a funny strategy because I go here, you'd think, oh, Nick might do the same thing, go on top of me. No, that's a horrible idea because if he does that, I win. Because I can go here, and then he has to block one of them, and I win. Or I go here, he has to block one of them, and I win. So if he doesn't do what he does here, then I win. Yeah.
I had a fear that he was just not going to play that.
But, Yeah, pretty standard early game. Just
Nothing's happened yet. Yeah, Rock's won.
does this one go to time? I think this one goes to turn order. I'm not sure. And I did start this one, so I might have. I don't think the last game. I remember the last game was turn order. Right here, already in a great position to set up a 7. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Already in really good position. Nick has to go here, or is screwed. I guess he can also go column 1, and that can kind of foil him a bit because he'll have that diagonal, or he can go here in column 5. I'm not sure where he goes though. This one's a banger.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes,
It's not, but like.
Turn volume a bit.
sometimes
All right.
Yeah.
He just threw. That was a throw. Yeah. Yeah, that was a rough one. That was like one of the like few moves like you can't do. Like, because I already have this diagonal and I already have this diagonal set up. Like, I already won.
Rock's kind of looks befuddled almost.
yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That, because he's gonna go there. I go here. He's gonna try to block me, obviously. And then I win because
Wait, he just won.
yeah, I just won
Never mind, Rock's just won.
Wait, Prismic, you threw.
because of
Well, I mean, not really, but
yeah you know
All right,
yeah
Rock's with a game 2 win.
Yeah. that one was a rough one for
I think
Nick.
the pressure might be getting to Pisnick.
maybe. I believe in him though.
He's never had to play Connect 4 on this large of a stage in front of all 89 viewers.
Anyway, Nick starts this game.
Pisnick with the first turn though, this could help. And in a game with rocks, first turn can definitely help you.
Yeah, he needs every small advantage he can get for sure.
Yeah, I'm second, so I go off to the side.
Yeah, you got this Pisnick. Don't worry, you know. Sometimes taking your time for moves, you know, it really does help.
The correct play here, if you're Nick, is to go on top of where I just played,
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Final gonna be short.
because it kind of
Game of Flare versus
sets up the double.
True.
But,
it's been around like 10 minutes, so
Still, it doesn't really matter too much.
that's all happening.
Can I read out the email that I just got?
Or,
All right, Nick, go in there.
I respect the commitment.
That was a horrible move. I need to go into that one. I just noticed that. That was literally the only place on the board that he should not have gone. Literally anywhere else would have been perfectly fine. But that sets me up to do that right there. And then, because I already have like 4 here, I can set up a 7 up here, I can set up this diagonal here, I can set up this diagonal here. He literally could have blocked it with any other move besides this one. So, yeah, that was not the greatest play.
Yeah, as you can see, Pisnick has taken double the time already that Rox has taken.
As you can see, I already won. You can see, because he blocks it.
You just have to think more though, because Rox definitely knows a lot more setups, and Pisnick just kind of.
And yeah, I have a 3 there. If he goes blocks me, look at
Obviously,
that.
he's forced to play that column 5.
I go here, and then look. Boom, I win. It's like the block.
Wow.
Wow.
The setup again.
Yeah. That setup,
Oh,
I'll go back and talk about that one. This one was also one of the ones that I kind of stumbled across, like really luckily. Because I was not really going for that. The win on like these 4 where I won.
As you can see, Pisnick is
I was just kind of going for like a 7, or like maybe trying to bait him to going there.
You have to think more though, because Rox definitely knows a lot more setups, and Pisnick just kind of has
and just kind of setting up defense, like doing what I said earlier about forcing him to go places he doesn't want to go. And I'm sure he didn't want to go column 3 there, but he had to block me. Like, he had to. He didn't have other choice, so he would have lost instantly. And doing stuff like that, like,
to play that column 5 there.
helps. But because of that, I go for the 3. I'm not even realizing I can win here. And then, yeah, because I put the GG once I see he puts that there. Because, like, I just knew that I won because of that. But as you can see, but I put that there, not even realizing it, until he puts it. I was like, oh, wait, I won.
Oh my god.
So that was a fluke. Don't think I'm a genius because of that one. That was a fluke. Complete fluke.
Wow.
This up again.
This guy is incredible. Like that, not even I saw that.
All right.
No.
I go first this one. This one goes to turn.
Like, I want to say that I've gotten better at understanding Connect 4, but like I didn't even see that. That was incredible.
Yeah. So we're starting off just a vertical tower.
Next time.
Maybe I should play and Rock should commentate.
Just trying to go for the bait again.
Pisnik needs to clutch out one win.
Not taking it, unfortunately. I was hoping to get one.
Keep in mind,
But it's just, now he's just going for a bunch of blocks
really been close.
and letting me set it up. That's why going first is so important, because we're in like turn 4 or whatever. Like, we're super early in the game, and I just got 3 setups instantly, forcing him to play stuff so he has to block me. And now I don't have anything right now, like instantly, but I already have a diagonal set up for later in the game, and then a bunch of diagonals I can use later in the game, and a potential 7
Except for that first
multiple different ways.
I mean,
So I'm already in
close as
insane
the
position.
board was filled up. Pisnik didn't really have a chance
And
to win
yeah,
it on there.
Oh my god. Also, Eden, have you been watching this tournament? Oh my god.
but it's also important that when you're playing and you're doing setups, you set up for like turn order games, long game, because the way turn order works, I mentioned this earlier, I'm going to mention it again. I went first, meaning I'm the odd player. Nick goes second, meaning he's the even player, because like when you're the odd player, you go turn, if you go like straight up the middle like we did earlier, 1 3 5, his 2 4 6. So he's gonna go 8 10. That's him. Because of the way the board's set up, like 7x6, the way the math works out, that if every single column's filled, right, except for 1, that means 36 turns have been used. That means 7, 37, 38, 39, and so on. Meaning the odd player will always be the bottom one. So, I'm looking for a win in either the 3 or 5 here. Okay? Now, unfortunately, my setup here is for the 4. Which is Nick's row. Quote unquote. However, because I already played down here, that makes it my row. Later on in the game, if we get to that point where everything else is filled except for this row. So I'm in good position to win here.
Yeah, we have championship point on the line here. If Ross wins this next match,
for late game.
The champion wins the $25 6-month gift sub.
Yeah.
This week is taking up the case a little bit, but I don't know if it's gonna help him. I think at this point you really just, you have to take your time.
Right here, we're just kind of going. Not too much going on.
So you could go diagonal.
Potentially in some
Average
way.
Pisnik turn.
But if he doesn't, then
Here's a 3. Obviously, I can't go far right.
Yeah.
Not that dumb.
sees that.
Unfortunate, but
That's not gonna get through.
I hit. Yeah. Obviously, Nick's gonna have to block this.
I would say maybe I go column 5 here. Yeah. Well,
I think that was
just
no, that was
another-
he had to do that.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I would go column 5.
I think I go far left here.
Okay, I actually like
Because
maybe Pisnik doesn't
far
win
left
this
gives me
match, like,
this
game,
right here, and
but
then
the way he's played this so far has been pretty good. I can't even critique him on this one. He's actually been playing
Trying to think. Wait, did I miss a turn?
Game right here.
I did miss a
But
turn.
the way he's played this so far is pretty good. I can't even.
I did not even realize I went there. Why did actually that was going, yeah. If you once you see these 2-2-2 setups, that means you know that that's in a position to go to turn order. At least on that side of the board. Like these little like 1-2-2, 1-2-2, like the waltz steps. I don't know what they're called, but
Can't even
whatever.
critique him on this.
Anyway.
He's actually been playing pretty smart. Why is Rox
You gotta
counting
go
down?
call him. Oh no. I
Oh,
fear.
he was waiting for him to make the move, and he didn't do it, so he went back to the sleep phase.
Oh my god.
It's like, there's no way he has the bot. He's playing too fast for it. I mean, unless I don't know how bots work.
I was not using the bot.
Process, shit.
It's Connect Four is such an easy game. Once you figure it out, you figure it out. It's like literally, I entered the tournament just for memes, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll watch like a YouTube video or two to see how to play, and I went down the rabbit hole accidentally. So I'm sorry I ruined everyone's fun, but it got me really good at Connect Four. So you know what? Who's the real winner here? Me. I won the $25.
I was gonna say call him
50 actually.
so at least he doesn't get that vertical there. Not that vertical.
Matters.
Right here, I'm also still in a good position. This one I win, obviously, and I have this position to win here, and yeah, I have a bunch of diagonals here.
This game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That really,
And because, but Nick is a turn 2 though, so I do have to be very careful because, if it gets down here before I win, then Nick wins. So we're both gonna be completely avoiding this spot until the very end because he was the second player. This is row 2. So if it comes down to it, he wins based on that alone. So dude, I need a win before that.
yeah, they didn't, I don't know.
I don't think so.
So that's what I'm going for, a win before that.
Yeah, he played it before.
And I right now I'm scared. I think I'm losing this game. Honestly, in the moment, I was like, oh, I might be screwed here. But as it turns out, it's not how it happens.
Rox did go first, though. Keep that in mind. guys.
Yeah.
Rox did go first. Wait, I think Pistic might win this game.
Yeah.
I think Pistic actually takes this.
You think so?
However,
I see the GG's on Rox's camera. So
this is where I realized I won. Once I see it, because Nick, I'm just not gonna go far right. He's gonna have to go 2, and that means I won. If he goes 2, that means I'm gonna block that, and then he has to block me, and I'm gonna block that. Then he's gonna block me, and I have to block that. Then he's gonna block. Then he has to go there again, and then I win that way. I wasn't even realized that until this moment, until that's all filled up.
Rose, I don't
Wait.
know.
Did Rox?
Like
I thought Rox
you can
was
you can see I'm thinking,
first. I guess I'm
and
wrong.
yeah, I just ran my screen.
No,
Yep,
think
I
it's
won.
over.
Oh no, he's plugging his Twitch.
That was a GG's.
Yeah, it's over. Rox did go first, then why does Pisnik have the play on the first column? Oh, I see what happened.
That's,
But yeah, he goes there to see if you can just go for it.
that's fucking nuts, insane.
We're just gonna keep blocking each other.
That was the first one that went down to turn order.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, that didn't go down to turn order.
Calling
It's
you
true.
now, God damn it, today is it.
That one was fun. That was a good match. I'm glad someone went to turn order with me.
I mean, really, just
Yeah. I wish it was someone who didn't take as long as Nick did. Anyway, now I'm playing Lucid here. Yeah. So, Lucid's first right here. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So, alright.
Oh, it's backwards.
Click the link.
I'm green. I'm black here. Lucid's green. That is, yeah.
Yeah, first, they're all going for the,
So Lucid just come for the tower first. Entire Morbius movie. I'm glad that's being played in chat because I'm Morbin right now. Roxy 2 more. Subscribe to my Twitch channel.
wall strat. I don't think
Da,
he got
da,
it.
da, da,
That's
ba,
good.
ba, ba, ba.
Oh no, he's in
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just felt like I had $20 in front of me. I was gonna put it on my camp because I won the money, but you know, yeah. Anyway, Lucid throws this game. I have a 7. I'm about to set up. He doesn't see it. Granted, it's kind of a really shitty 7, and it's about to block it just by going up here. Yeah, like, can't really do anything. I'm gonna go column 5, and that's gonna set me up, forcing him to block. I'm not going column 5. What?
Yeah, I know it's green.
Why would I not go column 5 there? Oh no, this works actually perfectly fine because it forced him to block that too. I was going for the block there completely. I missed that. See, so what Link missed earlier, I just missed right now on my own gameplay. That's funny. So yeah, he's gonna have to block it.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Lucid does the same mistake Link did.
Oh my
The
God,
same
that's so
exact
hard.
mistake Link did, and
We didn't say much of value.
Alright, Lucid has to go column 6.
yeah.
Surely.
Oh, wait. Never mind. Wait, what?
Yeah, he did the same thing Link did.
Did Rock just win?
That is another trap I like to go for. Because, is the hope you don't see it, kind of hide it strat. And it works surprisingly well. Yeah, it works surprisingly well. That's unfortunate. However, we make the best of 3 because I felt bad because he did have technical issues.
By the time, you know, fucking up.
Alright, let's... So next round, Lucid goes first.
Back at it again. Not that
Remember, Lucid's green.
time.
I'm black.
Came down. No worries.
We're back, we're back.
Just building up.
Noah's ego is too big to let it lose like that.
I realized the color
No.
overlay
And then I go for the side. I'm second, so I'm going for the side. I'll go right side this time, just to switch it up a bit, because it's fun. Lucid go from the tower. That's a horrible move. When you're that area, don't go for the tower, because that lets me set up the tripod. I don't really have names. I just kind of make stuff up on the fly. Some people call it the cock. Some people call it the tripod. I don't know. But I have the 3 like triangle shape here. Yeah.
That's the wide cock.
Yeah.
I actually don't know that.
So right here I'm in okay position. Like it's not that like Lucid's in not a good position right now. I already have a bunch of stuff I can already play for in the late game, even with just these 4 pieces.
Noah's not taking a little bit more time.
Right here, I'm just trying to build up on the left side because that's gonna allow me to set up boom diagonal here, boom horizontal here, boom vertical here. 3 ways off the bat just with these 5 pieces. Even 4 pieces. Forget that piece exists. These 4 pieces.
Back. Now, if I was Noah here, I would definitely do.
Lucid's gonna
column 6.
probably try. Is it gonna block it?
No, column 2, because you block off Rox's 3 that he has there, and you also have a.
What is the best move here?
I like that move.
Probably that. I don't know. Probably could have gone somewhere else and set up stuff for the future, but I'm not really paying too much attention to Lucid's turn.
He's dumb.
That's not a bad move though by any means.
Okay. Rock has a...
But trying to think.
Getting. No, he's not. He took out his headphones. Hey, Noah, you're a little bitch. You're a little fucking pussy. Can you hear this? Yes.
I don't know where he would have gone. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where he would have gone. Anyway, I'm in really good position here because at approximately oh well shit. Okay. Well
I actually don't know that. I played Rox a little bit. I think like last week or something. He's a menace.
where
He's
does
very unfortunate.
he goes right side?
You know, immediately fires back. Now, if I was Noah here,
I think Noah goes right side again.
Do column 6. No,
Oh no,
actually,
he goes here to block me. That's not a bad move.
Column 2, because you block off
Not the
Rox's
best move, but not the
there, and you also have
greatest
the
move.
transfer diagonal and
It might have actually been his best move. I'm not sure. Probably maybe could have gone column 5, and I'm gonna get a move too.
yeah, I know
That
the
sets it
rest-
up.
Everything is the wrong way around. He's dumb.
Okay. Rox
Yeah.
has column 3.
Far left there sets me up for a bunch of stuff here, and then
No, he's not. He took out his headphones.
this is where Lucid throws. He goes here,
You little fucking pussy. Can you
where he's
hear
about to
this?
go. Yeah. That's kind of where he threw. That sets me up for a 7 free. With the that not even a 7. I go left side because that left side forces him to like he's gonna probably stay away from it because he's like, oh, I see what's going on. He's probably gonna stay away from it, and it's gonna be like, that's not the greatest thing in the world, and then he's gonna like get scared and then go like somewhere, and then it's just a building block to disaster for him. I don't know why it takes me so long to say it. It's literally very obvious to go very left.
Yeah, by the way, Rox won the tournament. Now this is just a double.
Why did I put that? That was a blunder. That was an absolute blunder.
Or nothing game that Noah does.
That was such a blunder. Why did I do that?
Okay, so Noah, I feel.
I could.
Oh, this is tough. Actually, he might already be trapped because you might want to go column 5.
This might be put Lucid. This actually put Lucid in the winning position. I think because he gets this 4 here, this 4 here, this horizontal here, and this 4 here. Well, I only have these 4 here, this 4 here. Yeah.
Which might lead him into a trap.
So
But
that puts Lucid in
how
winning
are you
position.
gonna avoid that regardless?
So I kind of mess up,
He does it. So yeah, kind of towers is the best thing to do.
but that's not horrible because he goes there. He doesn't block my left side trap, and because he does that, I'm back in the winning position again.
He has like a
And yeah, because if he goes left side, he has this diagonal to set up here, and it forces me to avoid that.
Rox.
Oh yeah, he does.
So, fortunately for him, he goes there. Fortunately for me, that
I don't even know what the best
gives
thing
me an opportunity
to do here, 'cause there's
to
not really- there's no really
hopefully see the left. Do I see the left?
very vertical.
Please tell me to go to left. Thank you. Thank you, me from like 2 days ago.
Yeah, he's trying
Yeah,
to-
but
his plan is happening. Noah's
this is
thinking big
his
hard.
big thinking.
You know, I think
Okay,
he's
he goes
going
here.
back and forth
That's
for a bit, but-
not horrible. I have 2 places I could do.
So good.
Best spot's obviously column 3.
Yeah. It's
He's gonna have to block me,
Oh yeah, he's just forcing it.
and then yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Them.
That's it for that 7. So, like I had like a 7 with a in between. It was like one of those fancy 7s that you like with like the 7. Let's see if I can like. I don't know how I'm supposed to show that there's a 7 with a fancy 7. But yeah, that's my Connect 4 journey. I didn't expect this video to take literally over an hour. But if you want to win to Connect 4, I guess, thanks for watching. Twitch TV/Rox_ to see more epic stuff. What? Right now? Where do you want to go?
Where do you want to go?
I don't really care.
Probably Wawa yesterday.
Where do you want to go?
Where do you want to go?
Where, I'm asking you. I'm the one taking you. Where do you want to go?
We had like 5 places. I'm gonna guess no Wawa, right?
Just choose. I don't care.
I don't really want 5 Guys or my pizza.
I don't care.
Chipotle we always get.
I don't care.
Chick-fil-A?
I don't want Chick-fil-A.
Shit.
You go think about it. Let me like finish this up, okay?
We're going to Wawa.
You wanna go Wawa?
We're going to Wawa.
I mean, you can get everything on Wawa. It's not like it's a bad option.
Well, I only get one thing.
Well, that's your fault.
What the hell?
Expand your horizons.
No.
Well, that's your fault.
No. It's bang, bang.
Stop. I don't care. Get out of my room.
bang.
Get out. Get out. I'm doing a thing right now. I need you to get out.
Oh, yeah.
I go. Anyway. That was fun. I'm glad I went through this. It did take, way too fucking long. But not the end of the world. That's my hour-long tutorial on how to win at Connect 4 and how I won Lucid tourney. Shoutouts to Lucid, twitch.tv/Lucid. You can see right up here. Just, yeah. Hosting it. Cool dude. Odyssey runner. Homie. Absolute homie. Put his link in the description. My Twitch down in the description as well for stuff I do. Which, if you're watching this, you probably already know the stuff I do. Other speedruns and funny stuff. I'm gonna deal with my brother because he's being annoying. Thanks for watching. Peace.